actually needs a pacemaker. How's the front?
Well,
Can I get a heel?
it's not totally dependent on it. I mean, it's just helps. It
I
helps.
saw your mother out walking the trail.
But yeah, not good. Hopefully he'll get out tomorrow. But it kind of ruined the weekend.
Okay, we have everybody here, so we'll call the meeting to order. And I'd like to remind everyone of the City of Perry's staff core values. It's strong work ethic, problem solving, community oriented, shows professionalism and integrity, is a team player, is accountable, and is a good steward. Have a roll call, please.
Yes.
Waller.
Yes.
Wallen.
Yes,
Klein.
Yes.
Andor.
Yes.
Okay, next up is approval of the meeting agenda.
so moved.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Roll call.
Wallen.
Yes,
Andor.
Yes.
Shelley.
Yes.
Waller.
Yes.
Klein.
Yes.
Okay, next up is the consent agenda. It's the minutes of July 20th regular city council meeting for contract payments to Bolton and Mink for $98,179.36. Claims register and financials of $549,496.32 and no licenses or permits. This have a motion, please.
Make a motion. We
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Klein.
Yes.
Wallen.
Yes,
Shelley.
Yes.
Mahler.
Yes.
Andor.
Yes.
Okay, with that, we'll turn it over to Sven and the city administrator's report.
Okay. Both Sumas Avenue and the downtown project are on the agenda, so we can talk about those during those items, but wanted to touch on HERDA and just provide an update. We did send a healthy list of questions to HERDA about their budget, funding from different counties, different communities. The executive director was out of office, so hopefully we will hear something back this week to then get answers to those questions and then set up a meeting with HERDA to discuss matters further. So that is still going, and hopefully we get some answers quickly after she returns from her time away. The other thing, just the airport project with the conversion of the old runway to the taxiway. We're going to be expecting a shutdown, I think, starting next week for about 7 to 10 days as they do some grading on the grass runway area, preparing for the taxiway and getting it all graded so that it's all level going across both the new taxiway and the new runway. So shut down for about a week, but then after that, we shouldn't see much more disruption with different tie-ins and things like that. And we'll be able to switch back and forth with different entrances to the apron with that new entrance kind of on the north side of those hangars to the main ramp area. So those are kind of the things outside of the agenda tonight, but I will be more than happy to answer any questions or.
The questions did you have that helped you?
So questions for HERDA mostly revolving around their funding structure between all of the counties that are members of the HERDA 2080 agreement, and then how those numbers are established. You know, is it per capita or just a number historically, things like that, because there's really not, it doesn't appear that there's any rhyme or reason on how the counties fund the organization as opposed to the $2 per capita they're requesting from cities. So digging into that quite a bit, and then asking about some of the operations, ridership numbers for all of the communities and counties, things like that. So really just trying to get some additional background data to be able to help our conversations and decisions, if any.
I see they park a lot of those Herta buses down on the east end of town. Is that something that part of that package, the storage and the parking of those or?
No,
Private industry?
that's private property, so they just have an arrangement with that property owner.
Yeah.
So. Yep. Any other questions? All right. Let me know if anything comes up.
Thank you, Sven. Okay, mayor council comments. So I want to thank Lindsay and Misty and all of the other volunteers for the great job they did for the RegBri coming through town. It was a big effort and I heard nothing but really good things from all the people I talked to down around downtown. Everybody enjoyed it, said it was the best town they'd been to so far. And I'm sure it carried on through the whole next few days, but thanks everyone for that. Also like to thank the chamber for the block party. The turnout was really good. The music was really good and it was a lot of fun. So thanks for that effort. And then Hometown Heritage put on a presentation last week about Center Street in downtown Des Moines. And it was really interesting documentary. It's very good. I recommend if you get a chance to see it. And want to thank Town Heritage for making that. Anybody else have any comments?
I heard nothing but good things about it. People were just amazed by what going on. Very, very. I ended up down by the big bike and ended up probably taking 30 pictures of people in groups that came through and wanted their picture taken. Didn't intend to stay there for an hour, but I did. And it was a lot of fun. Had a lot of good conversations with people. Heather.
Was a great day. I sat with the guy, I thought the number, they were, like you said, they were impressed with what's going on in Perry. They appreciate what they had to offer. Not from Tom and Dave, which
Not too soon.
More work. Okay. Anything else? Okay, we'll move on to open forum. Speakers are asked to step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record, and you'll be given 3 minutes to address the council. So, please.
My name is Janie Pennington. I live at 2023 Willis Avenue in Perry. Good evening, Mayor Kavanaugh and members of the council. I'm here tonight about the 28E agreement approved on June 30th that brings automated license plate readers to our streets. While that contract may already be signed, the legal landscape in Iowa has changed significantly over the last month. First, I want to thank Councilmember Joe Shelley. He was the only voice in the room who questioned the deal on June 30th. He was right to flag that the Iowa legislature was moving to restrict this technology over serious data privacy and data selling concerns. Those restrictions are now the law of the land. I understand these cameras can help locate stolen vehicles or support Amber Alerts, but they also create a continuous record where ordinary residents go every day to work, to church, to the store without any individualized suspicion or warrant. That kind of warrantless tracking raises real Fourth Amendment concerns. The police department has described the system as free because Dallas County and Motorola are covering the equipment and fees through 2030. But it's not free if it costs Perry residents our constitutional privacy now, only to leave taxpayers responsible for expensive things later. Shouldn't have turned that over so fast. Motorola Solutions is currently facing active class action lawsuits over its nationwide license plate database and the lack of clear privacy protections. Because of these concerns, as documented on page 2 of my handout, dozens of municipalities across the country have paused, canceled, or walked away from similar systems. The 28E agreement may be signed, but under Iowa's new laws, these cameras cannot legally be turned on until the council adopts a formal local ordinance that sets clear rules. I respectfully ask the council to pause any physical installation until Perry is in full legal compliance. Specifically, I request a public hearing on the required local ordinance, a public map showing exactly where Chief Archer plans to place the cameras, and strict enforcement of the state's 30-day data deletion rule and officer audit trails so residents' data is never sold, shared, or misused. As a veteran, I took a sacred oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Every person on this council took that same oath. I'm standing here tonight to honor mine, and I ask that you honor yours by protecting the privacy of the people you represent. Remember your oath. Thank you, and I look forward to how this turns out.
Thank you very much.
Where is that lawsuit now with Motorola, and where is it at now in the court?
It's still in court.
Supreme or state?
I believe federal, one of them. The information, I just put basic information in there, but it's all researchable. Everything I put in the package, I researched.
Thank you. And thank you for coming in and voicing your opinion. Appreciate it.
Anyone else?
I'm just giving you an update on our canine selection.
Naaman.
So it's kind of a quick turnaround, couple,
Tip that up.
oh, can you hear it all right? It's on,
Okay.
so. Anyway, last Tuesday we did interviews with, we had 3 officers that were interested. We interviewed those, 3 officers and we made a selection on Wednesday. So we decided to have Officer Jose Perez be the canine officer. He was probably the best suited at this time, the best prepared. And I think he is probably going to be the best in our department right at the moment for that role. So anyway, he started training today was his first day of training. So he'll be up there for 10 weeks. And then on Wednesday, Sergeant Lott and myself found out that we are definitely getting our grant for the dog. So we're going to be getting a $14,000 grant from the Oz Foundation. That'll be awarded in January, but we've been told that we are getting that grant. And then the training grant, we still have to apply for it, but I guess it's pretty much been told that we're going to get that as well. But the dog one is true. I mean, we're going to get that. We've submitted our letter. The trainer has already spoken with the guy that gives the grant. So that's really a good, nice relief to have off there that the dog is paid for, and they've started training. So we're just waiting on parts for our canine unit. Those parts have been ordered. So once those get in, we'll get the car down to Carl Chevrolet to get those installed. And then we'll have a car ready to go as well. So, yeah. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. It was kind of a very quick turnaround from the time we got this approved and everybody through the door to get interviewed and that sort of thing. But anyway, we made that happen. So we're on to the next phase. So, yeah. And then we will start, we're going to start doing fundraising. We'll get that, started here soon to help offset, operation costs and equipment and that kind of thing. So just wanted to give you an update on that.
Appreciate it.
Chief,
Yeah.
I have some questions about will the dog have health insurance? Are we gonna insure the dog? I mean, vet bills can be pricey, and one question I have.
Yeah, they do offer pet insurance. We've also spoken with one of our local vets that said that they will give us health care kind of at cost. And emergencies, we may need to get that. They do have health insurance now for pets, which isn't that expensive, which would probably be a good option for when the dog becomes operational. Yeah.
Next question would be, breeding. Breeding. The
Breed-
dog is in his breeding years right now, 2 years old. Will that be something that the police department will be breeding the dog? And if so, are we gonna be?
Not that I'm aware of, no. No, I think you'd have to have, some people that really know what they're doing when it comes to that kind of stuff.
So he's neutered?
No, I don't believe so. That's a good, I don't know. I can't answer that
That's
question.
the question.
I don't think they usually neuter, protection dogs like that, just for drive purposes and that kind of thing. But I don't know that for sure. But yeah, we're not planning on doing any sort of thing with the breeding, no.
One thing that I noticed when the presentation, some of your attachments to the presentation, it said that the police union requires this dog to be within 30 minutes. Is that gonna be something that we're gonna be able to do?
No, I don't think
Just
we,
want to hear the officer and the dog 30 minutes.
I don't think we have anything that's in writing, in our policy or our, we don't really have a living requirement. So I don't know if that's, I mean, we would be close to that right at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think we have anything that specifies a time limit on where that officer would live. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, yep, not a problem. Thank you.
Any other open forum?
This is
Okay.
Lindsay on Zoom, unless there's someone else coming up to the mic.
Nope, go ahead, Lindsay.
Lindsay Pasuti, 1119 Warford Street, representing the Perry Chamber of Commerce, 1124 Willis Avenue. Just wanted to echo the sentiment earlier about RAGBRAI and thank those that were on the planning committee and especially the various departments that were on hand that day and were integral parts of making sure everything was a success. All of the city departments played a role, and so I just wanted to give a big thanks and congratulations to everyone for a successful event. I just heard today that there will be a recap meeting with RAGBRAI staff on Tuesday, August 25th, 6:30 p.m. So we'll be sending out an invite for that here soon. But thanks again.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Okay, anything else? Okay, we'll move on to old business. Item number A is approval of pay application number 1 for Sumas Avenue improvements in the amount of $209,897.06 to Makinich Corporation for mobilization and primary grading of Sumas Avenue. Can I have a motion, please?
That we approve the application number 1 for Sumas.
I'll second that.
Okay, discussion.
So if anybody's driven out there, the biggest thing is keeping people out of the job site for everybody's safety. Coordinating through that with the road access off of 169, dust control up to L Avenue or also Sumas Avenue. Being mindful of that, we have gotten some truck reports, stuff like that, trying to get that process in line so that way we make sure we're using that right route. As far as work completed so far, they've done a lot of the mass grading up and along the road. Starting tomorrow is the tentative date to start working on utilities. They're watching the weather. They want to make sure before they dig the first hole, they have a good dry run, and then they're going to start, they're thinking they're about 300-400 feet of pipe per day. So things should start shaping up here quickly now that they got kind of the stage set and get the right elements going. And then, you know, so a lot of what this payment is for is the mobilization, and then they have hit that 5% mark, which is when that gets paid out.
Anything else? Have roll call.
Andor,
Yes.
Mahler,
Yes.
Shelley,
Yes.
Walling,
Yes.
Klein. Yes.
Okay, and item B is approval of pay application number 8 for the downtown improvement project, phase 1 project. the amount of $241,225.52 to TK Concrete for installation utilities and paving that, first and second on Warford. And everything's been reviewed by the engineers, so could I have a motion, please?
I make a motion, we approve the application number 8. Project. I'll second.
Okay, discussion.
So a lot of current recent items is getting the electrical in underneath where the sidewalks go. You've probably seen a few light pole bases go in. They're gonna be wrapping that up here tomorrow, it sounds like, and then sidewalk from First to the alleyway on the south side is getting poured in tomorrow morning. And then they're gonna start working south of the 10 Pig from the alleyway to Second with sidewalks as well, coordinating residential access, flip-flopping to get as many sidewalks put back as possible. Start buttoning up from First to Second is the primary goal, and then pushing into that second intersection for Warford. Starting to pull things back in to make sure they can work through the space, button up as much as they can before we keep going east.
Say, in terms of time skip.
So what we went through today, we had a progress meeting. The biggest thing we identified is we want to see a more refined, thoroughly detailed of operationally, not just this is where we'd like to be. That all the right pieces and parts are put together in that puzzle operationally, and that when one piece isn't in, it doesn't cause a 4-day delay. That's a lot of what we've been seeing. We were very transparent in the meeting of we're not in a good spot, and we want to make sure that in 3 months, I believe is what it is, we're not in a worse spot. That goes for them, that goes for the city, that goes for engineering, that goes for everybody. That we want to make sure that the schedules they're providing us are thoroughly thought through and reflect truly what can be done, not what they would like to get done. So.
I was gonna say, 'cause when I walk down there,
Yep.
working.
So we did talk through additional crews that there isn't much time left. If you look at the bigger picture, and we need to start ramping up what we're getting in and when we're getting it in before we take out more. That's the biggest concern we have currently, talking with Sven and the group. It's a risk, and right now, some of the risks that have been taken to work with them haven't paid off.
Last week I heard there was a busted water main. Are you aware of that one?
Thursday,
What,
about 1 o'clock.
how much did that impact? How much did that impact the 10 Pig?
It did not impact them, actually. I was standing there talking with JR when it all happened. We got it pumped down, got it shut off, had to reduce water pressure just to make sure they could safely get it turned off. Worked with JR, got into his building. It was the south property, not the north property of 10 Pig. They got that all corrected and then got it turned back on, flushed his line and back up and running. So. Yep. Glad I was there.
Be done, it's supposed to be the end of October.
October 16th and then November 6th is full, everything completed. So October 16th is mainly the all pavement surface. Everything's open for normal day to day. They're likely buttoning up plantings, getting all the final mulches in, getting the final buttons on to that November 6th. I need to say a lot of change pace right now. Yes, I'm optimistic.
That still include the parking lot, or are we just trying to get?
That includes everything. So that's tied to the funding sources, which would be the state, the HUD program, everything. So WQI, I think, even has a date in there as well. So that's where the conversation we had today was really, we want to draw attention to it so we can correct it now, because correcting it later only makes things worse. So collectively making sure we're very conservative and able to get the schedule done and not just saying it can be done, because those are two different things.
What's the meeting schedule look like? We'd be meeting with them to make that they're moving forward.
Yep. So we always meet weekly. More recently, I've been out, like I was out last Thursday. They had a critical pour. I wanted to check in myself. It was good timing on things. Unfortunate events happened, but it was good that I was there just to kind of help out, explain some things. We need to protect what we can protect and get done what we can get done when the time allows, weather allows. tomorrow and Wednesday don't look good. So if that hits, what delays does it cause, and making sure we're looking at the big picture. Construction's not easy, I will say that, but I want to work collectively. We all want to work collectively with them, and making sure we're getting the correct information, so our decisions are made accordingly.
Have a crew chief on hand during the day.
Yes and no. Obviously, as a manager, you can't be here every second. They do have leads for each discipline. They also have Andrew Burge for overall project management. Kurt Slednave, I believe is his last name. Sorry if I spelled or said that wrong. So that's who we spoke more with today, just trying to bridge that gap of where are we and where do we need to get.
And I believe the owner of the company will be making a site visit this week or early next week as well.
They need their.
Much discussion was held this afternoon.
In that discussion that's happening, was there a tentative date?
I mean, the intersection, that's what I want them to revisit. I did not believe in what I saw, so I am giving them another opportunity to give me a realistic picture.
What was the unrealistic picture?
Honestly, I don't think I have actually looked, because it was a quick look and I knew it was wrong. So that's the biggest thing. And I would hate to give a date, not with certainty.
Anything else? Okay, thank you. Roll call, please.
Walling,
Yes.
Klein. Yes. Shelley,
Yes.
Mahler,
Yes.
Andor.
Yes.
Okay, item C is change order number 1 for the downtown improvement phase 1 project. It's in the amount of $700 for drain curb stops for the 2 drinking fountains. Have a motion, please.
Motion to move forward, item C, change order number 1 for the downtown improvement phase 1 project.
I'll second.
So this change order, it's small in nature. How we kind of reviewed this with Waterworks, it was more of a value add for winterization. The system can be winterized. The thing that they looked at is just with how tight the system is, they would rather a more easy, user-friendly system, so that it's 350 per. It's essentially a redundant curb stop that prevents any potential bacteria loss or bacteria introduction to it, that they can shut off the main valve for water feed and then blow off the system back through that redundant curb stop. So in comparison, I don't exact numbers, I think it was 500 or 750 for the in-project curb stops. So comparatively, 350 compared to the 750, it was a good value add.
Questions? Okay, roll call.
Shelley,
Yes.
Klein. Yes. Mahler,
Yes.
Walling,
Yes.
Andor.
Yes.
Okay, on to new business. Item A is a resolution approving the implementation for a new hire pre-employment screening process. So the whole thing was included in the package. Hopefully you had a chance to review it. So could I have a motion, please?
Make a motion, we pass a resolution approving the implementation of higher pre-employment screening process.
I'll second that.
Discussion.
So this is something that we've been working on for quite a little while. Part of our safety committee, so it'd be, myself, Jim, Misty, and some others. But basically, we didn't really have a program before. If we hired somebody, if they needed to have a pre-employment physical and a drug screen or whatever, it was just kind of, yeah, I think they should. This puts everything uniform. So it's just to keep everything the same, no matter if you're at the library or, Public Works or whatever. And right now it's only for full-time employees because it is very costly to do. But hopefully this could, help prevent an injury or, locate something that, the city wouldn't be aware of. And True North has done these with many cities and stuff. So we did have our employment lawyer review everything. made some changes. All those changes are in there now. So everything has been legally reviewed.
Questions, comments? Okay,
Thank
roll
you for
call.
working on that.
Walling,
Yes.
Mahler,
Yes.
Shelley,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Andor.
Yes.
Okay, being no other business, we will adjourn.
I got your address. Okay, 2023 Willis Avenue. PENN.
I used to see Alex on Fifth Street. How are you doing?
My neighbor. He's still there?
I see him once in a while, maybe.
Okay. You see him probably more than I do.
Bye.
I don't see him very often. Maybe I could have.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's about what I see him.
There's no.
Tell him.
Bye.
What works best. So, I know,